So Kitze, in this part,
Yeah.
you're going to ask me questions.
About
Any
what?
question you want. The company, about being a CEO, about anything you would
About
like to.
Your company? Prismic?
Yeah, Prismic.
I need to just Google it first. I have no idea what your company is doing. So wait, Prismic.
You can ask me that.
Yeah, what is your company doing basically? One CMS backend for all your websites and apps. I like the
Fancy.
tagline, but tell me more. Yeah.
So it wasn't to be an advertisement for a company, but what we
Elevator
do-
pitch. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. So simple, right? Everyone is a lot of companies try to promise you that they get the right CMS for your apps or your websites, while doing the same promise. Instead, that this time is done by developers.
All right.
So it's an API-based CMS, basically. So you have your website, you want the CMS.
Yeah.
You just call an API, you get JSON, you put it in your
Yeah.
templates. That's it.
Do you have a GraphQL API?
Yes, we do.
All right. I thought I'm gonna catch you on that one. They don't have GraphQL.
3 months, like maybe 6 months ago, you
All
would
right.
you would have.
Because I'm using something similar just because they started as a GraphQL first service,
Yeah.
and now I think like every other service is adopting GraphQL.
Let me be honest. I was resisting on that part.
Really?
Yeah, on the GraphQL. I mean, it's not that. The fact that GraphQL was basically people do it with Post.
Yeah.
Was irritating. It was irritating. Hey, the web is Get.
Doesn't
Like,
matter.
why
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
with.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I was too much dogmatic on that one.
No.
At some point, you
All right.
understand.
I'm
that
glad
it's-
you settled on the decision that GraphQL is good.
It is good. The
Yeah.
good thing about it is that you, especially for CMSs, if you're
Yeah.
developing a website, you have that page and then you fetch all related content. You know, for instance, you
Yeah,
get a blog
yeah,
post,
yeah,
then
yeah.
you go to the author. It makes sense.
It
So
makes sense, especially for the CMS. It makes a lot
Yeah,
of sense.
especially
Yeah.
for CMS. And then I thought, like, I was wrong.
All right. I like your landing page. It's a bit slow. It could be faster. I'm kidding. But I like how it has like a simple messaging and wording. It's not trying to be too pushy on me. And you have cool clients like Google, eBay, and so on. But I like it. It's really simple and it delivers the message.
So
It's-
don't you feel sometimes like when you're Twitter or on the web generally that, you know, it's too pushy, right? It's like
Yeah, it's too in your face.
adjectives.
Hey, we're the best. We're the most amazing. The fastest.
Awesome, you know, too many adjectives.
Yeah, I don't trust you immediately.
Yeah. This is the problem with credibility. When I see a website like this, I thought, whoa,
Yeah,
this is
easy.
slow,
Let me
you know.
try it, and then I'm gonna tell you if
with
we're fast.
big call to action buttons,
Yeah,
right? With
yeah.
like
Buy,
click
buy,
here, green,
buy,
all
buy.
this. I think that we're talking to people, especially developers. Developers are smart on their decisions,
Yeah,
right?
we're
It's
smart.
not a B2C.
Yeah.
It's you're talking to developers. You need just to explain to them how does it solve the problems, what does it do,
Yeah.
and then they are smart enough to find the button when they have to click it.
Yeah,
click it.
yeah, exactly.
It
You don't
happened-
have to give them like a precise.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
especially sometimes like it happened to me that a website is overselling, and then like my brain went into clicking that button because they pushed me, and then I'm in the place I don't know why I'm there. I look around like
It feels like booking a hotel on Booking.com. You go to book a hotel and it's just yelling at you.
Yeah.
Hey, it's going out. Please click buy. So most landing pages are selling very aggressively.
and
I
even
like
the term landing pages, like you're trying to kind of
your
cheat on
landing
people,
clients. Yeah.
Yeah. So more like, you know, calm, talk to people. They're smart. They will understand about you. And if they wanted, for instance, I something we do so often when training our sales team is to tell them like, you are here just to explain what is in there. Don't try to if you oversell a client, they will come back in 3 months, on 6 months, on 1 year, and they will be so disappointed that you're losing them forever, right?
Exactly. It's just you're just selling snake oil or something. It's like it's magic, it works, but people are gonna test it eventually, and you cannot. Yeah. I like the company. It has a pretty smart CEO. Who is the CEO? Can someone tell?
It's not
you,
me.
you the CEO? Okay. So I'm interested because I only see like 2 people here, and in order to support, like, how many employees do you need in order to support like this kind of crazy scale, and to make sure that for every client that you have, like it's gonna be super speedy and fast, and the architecture is right, and it's not gonna fail at midnight or whatever. So how many employees? How do you?
Only the
how?
only the 2 of us.
Only the 2 of you? That's amazing.
No, we are 20 plus people.
20 plus.
But
All right.
you know, our
How many of them are engineers?
Only
the
let's
two
see. Well, if you engineers mean developers, it's
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
If you include the UX and designers, it will be around 10.
All right.
Right.
Well, that's
But
impressive.
I'm not counting myself. I stopped
Yeah,
developing,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
writing programs. But
Yeah.
the thing is, we want to scale as much as we can with the smallest teams.
Yeah.
It's not
Smart.
a goal for us to go. It's not something big for
Yeah,
us to announce
yeah.
like 200 employees.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Doesn't
Who
have a
cares,
point.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a scalable product
Yeah,
that needs to be
yeah,
mutualized. But it's hard to manage this because during the day we have our wishes. We want to do some like features and functionalities of the product, and the community asks us for things that they need
Yeah.
us to implement. But in the middle of the day, there's something that's happening in the infrastructure, and we need to pay attention to that.
Fire.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you need
yeah.
to handle that. And sometimes it's hard because all of these problems, and issues and things that you want to do, and then you have something else. Like
Yeah.
your team will tell you about, oh, we don't have enough meeting rooms.
Yeah.
Which means that you
Yeah.
should bring some people to make some works.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
means like it will lower the productivity of the whole team because you're
Yeah.
doing works and you will do noise. And now you need to prioritize between.
That's super hard. How to prioritize?
Right,
Yeah.
between things that might not look like so connected, right? Doing
Yeah,
works,
yeah.
meeting rooms,
Yeah.
infrastructure, things
Yeah.
that you need to do, and features. But they are actually on the same list of priorities, and you need to make decisions to make, okay, what is the right decision to make now to get the best benefit of the time of the whole team.
Yeah.
And that's a very interesting. And I actually maybe this when I started being a CEO, I'm from like I used to be a developer, and then I started being in this role.
Yeah.
I didn't choose it. I had to do it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it seems very much like
Your
engineering.
path chose you, basically.
But it's very much like engineering.
Yeah.
But it's a different level. You have
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
finding solutions.
Yeah.
Like it's
Not every
mechanics.
developer wants to make the move, because some people just want to stay developers. Everything above that is a bit more complex.
But I guess if you force on it, it's the same thing. You're solving problems and
Really?
trying to you're trying to analyze the different things
Yeah.
and you're taking decisions. It's like architecture, software architecture. I see the same thing.
Yeah.
Engineering. So I really like it.
It's good. It's good that you have that kind of mindset. My mindset is usually I can do everything by myself. Everything. So like if I have 20 employees like you do, usually I would be like, move out of your chair. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
Well,
so it's great that you're managing.
I had
you
my
had
part
the-
of the
Yeah?
but then people started being angry at me, and
Yeah.
I tried to kind of tell them like, hey guys, like what are the things that you think I should improve? They told me, stop blocking us.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay,
It's
okay.
our job. It's my position.
So then I understood it, and I started like, okay, slowing down. Yeah.
Cool.
So there is this, I found this kind of method works.
Yeah.
So I try to kind of, instead of being on every single subject, I try to take samples. So basically, from time to time, I go to a team, I ask them a question like, how are you doing about this? And how did you solve it? And when I
Yeah.
find that they are not very sure about what they're saying,
Yeah.
I kind of dig deeper and
Yeah.
then I try to find
Yeah.
like if I can help them.
Yeah. Fire a couple of them. Decrease the salary.
It's very hard to fire people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people have you fired in the last month? Not the entire existence of the last month, honestly.
Let's say fire as in fire. Like
Fire, like go home, pack your bags, pack that plan that you have, leave your desk.
Maybe there is someone.
Fire
what did
hurt?
I- No, one. Maybe one. We mutually decided to stop.
All right.
But it was.
So it was
our
like it was
decision.
not me, it's you thing.
No, yeah, like
Yeah.
something ambiguous,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But we stopped working with 3 people.
All right,
Yeah, but the decision wasn't obvious.
cool. I like how you stopped working, which means like we fired them and told them no more salary for you, but we stopped working.
No, it wasn't that way.
All right, all right, all right.
I will have trouble because of you, but
Yeah.
I'll have to deal with that.
Yeah, you can cut this part. I mean, thank you for your answers. I don't know if
Thank
I can.
you for the question. That's very good. That's
Very
always
good.
Yeah.
All right.